Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be showing you all the things I got that are like Charlotte Tilbury, and then at the end I'm going to talk about all the things that I recommend you guys get, or things that I didn't really like. It didn't really like blow my mind to be like, this is going to be my go-to product. So if you want to see all the things I got, please keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is go in with the foundation, which is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Stays all day and night. So I got this one in the shade 7. So far it looks very like dewy. It feels kind of wet. I don't know if maybe I put too much or something. Not gonna lie, it's looking a bit cakey on my skin, just a little bit. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna go in with the bronzer, which if you saw my Sephora haul video, and you know, I mentioned something about like, oh my god, this bronzer is so expensive, it better be like this big. And oh my gosh, and this is like actually huge. Like, oh my gosh, this looks like almost like if it was a small like eyeshadow palette or something, because this bronzer, guys, this bronzer is humongous. Like, it's bigger than, like, it's almost big as my hand. Like, it's actually the size of my hand. It's enormous. Like, whoa. And even the mirror on this bronzer is like so huge. Overall, this whole packaging is humongous. Like, this bronzer is insane. Okay, like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna get in here. This bronzer actually looks kind of light, and I'm just gonna put it onto, obviously, the places you want to bronze. It looks good. It's not super dark, so you know, if you have a heavy hand, I feel like this would be perfect. Also, I love how it closes, like it just snaps. Oh my gosh. And I'm just gonna put some like right on the crease area of my eye. This is actually a pretty nice bronzer. I like how it's not super like so super intense, because I know, like, for me, I can also be someone that like has a heavy hand and might put too much. So this is nice how it like built up the color. Okay, and next I'm gonna get the cheek to cheek blush, and this is in First Love. So this is the blush right here, and this one also comes with a mirror. So it looks like this. It kind of looks like a bronzer to me, to be honest with you. We'll see how it applies on the cheeks. Oh, that's actually really pretty. But that's really nice. It's definitely like more of like the very like subtle pink. Like, I don't feel like it shows that much. But when I rolled it around, I just want to show you how much fallout I got. I don't know, maybe if I wasn't being too maybe I was being too rough with it, but like, I don't like that. So it's definitely like I would say like a matte blush, like, for sure. Like, I don't even see any sheen to it, if I'm gonna be honest. So very like, it's cute, you know, it's cute. Now I'm gonna go in with the Airbrush Flawless Finish, and this is in 2 medium. So this is the powder. So it also comes with a mirror. So they all have the same kind of compact. So this powder, it's a lot of like product that flies around. So now I'm going to go on with the lips, which I already have this. This is the Walk of No Shame lip liner. And I'm going to line my lips with this. And then I have 2 Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, which I was surprised I had two. Oh my gosh, I thought I only had one. So I'm just gonna go in Walk of No Shame, or should I go in with Bond? I'm gonna go with Bond Girl. I'll just mix them up. So that is how this is looking. So this is basically all the products I got from Charlotte Tilbury. The last thing though, which is another one that I was excited to try. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. So, all right then. So, has a bit of a scent to it. It smells sweet, definitely. Okay, so I let that dry and it feels, I don't know, like it feels so smooth. I don't know if it's the powder or it was the setting spray, but if it looks actually smooth, like my face is looking smooth. Okay, after that spritz, like it just melted my skin really well into it because I felt like I had like so much dryness here, and then it looked very powdery where the bronzer and the blush was. But after that's okay. Okay, yeah, I feel like it definitely helped just set in my makeup and lock it in. Like it feels nice. Like it feels like almost like I'm touching just my skin. That's so weird. Okay, so let's just go on and talk about each product now. Okay, so first thing I'm going to talk about this Airbrush Flawless Foundation. For me, it's definitely not going to replace my Lancome foundation. I felt like it looked a little bit too like cakey on me, like some part. I don't know, maybe it's because like now that's been hot that maybe my skin has been like definitely on a dry side, my skin has been, but I don't know, like it's just like I wasn't a big fan. Like it did not blow me away. I did not feel like my skin looked better after applying it. So I don't know, I know a lot of people on TikTok is like mention that you have to use this with a tinted moisturizer or tinted, like those foundations are like so light that they're not really foundation. I don't know, but I don't want to be using too much product on my face, especially because I am more acne prone and I just don't like too much. Like I don't like taking on too much stuff. So it does have good coverage, honestly, though. It does, like, makes it does even out your skin tone. Like I feel like it did take away some of like the pinkiness of my skin. But regardless, it wasn't horrible like the Huda Beauty. Like that one was bad just because definitely that was more intended for oily skin, and my skin is not oily. It can be oily on the T-zone, but I wouldn't say it's oily. So that's why it did not work out for me. I definitely tried out my skin for sure. Like it was just not a good look. It was clinging on to my dry patches too. So that's why I say I would give this a 7 out of 10. Like I don't know. It's just not like, oh my gosh, amazing. Like the way people were kind of hyping it up, When people hype up things, like it's easier to just disappoint because then you have such high expectations. So yeah. Okay, so next I'm gonna go on to the bronzer. So this bronzer is definitely humongous. Is it worth $56 though? I don't know. I don't think so because I just don't see a reason of spending that much money on a bronzer. I just don't. I definitely did like the color of it. Honestly, it wasn't like orangey like some bronzers are, and it wasn't like sparkly. It wasn't like super like just like flat out matte either. And it's so nice how it's buildable. Like it's not like that strong bronzer color and then like you're just like have to be very light-handed. Definitely not. So that's a plus. So overall, it's a good bronzer. It's just I wouldn't spend that much money on a bronzer if I'm gonna be like completely honest. It's still good, but I just can't. I can't with the price tag. Like that is such a hefty price tag. Even though it is big, it's still like do you have to be like $56? Like it's a little too much for me. All right, and the next thing we got the cheek to cheek blush, right? So this is the First Love. It's a nice blush, but honestly, I think it was just too matte for me. And because I did get a blush also for my VIP sale, I got the Rare Beauty blush, and honestly, I love how this looks on the skin. It looks just so like almost like naturally like a flush look because it's not very matte, and also it gives like that nice like kind of a sheeny look, but doesn't have like too much of a sheen where it's like just like it looks like you have highlight all over it as well. So I really like it. I guess I'm just like comparing this, but I mean it's not fair to compare it because this is a powder and then this is a liquid. But I guess it's just because it's summertime now. Not really summertime, but it's like feels like summer because it's so hot now. That's why I'm liking more of like this kind of finish than like a matte finish. But overall, it's a nice blush. If you like matte blushes and you don't want any kind of sheen or any kind of shimmer in it, this one is for you definitely. Because usually, honestly, most blushes that I've tried have had like some kind of like glitterness. Either it's glitter or like some like those something added that makes it look kind of like sparkly and like a more like a highlighted kind of look. So if you like matte, like then this is definitely something you should go for. This literally is like doesn't have any kind of even sheen to it or anything. I feel like it's just legit matte, like as matte as it can get. All right, now I'm gonna go on with the powder. So the powder, actually I really did like the powder. I feel like it didn't really alter the color of the foundation, which is nice because sometimes some powders I feel like do like either like really lighten those areas that you put the powder on, and this didn't. Like this literally did not lighten the foundation. I feel like yeah, so I definitely did like this, even though it's like straight out like also matte, but like it didn't feel like it dried my skin out. So I definitely recommend the powder. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on these products. So overall, I do recommend the bronzer because I love how you can like layer it and it doesn't feel so heavy on your skin. And people have more of a heavy hand, which I do, like it will protect you from like over bronzing, and I feel like it really does give that nice shadow to your cheeks. Like it's not like super like I've tried other bronzers where like it is a little bit dark. Maybe I got it like needed a lighter one, but either way, like it's so dark and like you can see just like straight out brown, which doesn't look good, you know. So I did like the bronzer, but again, just so you know, like I'm not okay with the price tag. That's the only thing I feel like that makes me not be like go and buy it. It's just that price tag, dude. It is an expensive bronzer, okay? Another thing I recommend is the powder. So also I like the powder because it's not like change the color of the foundation. It really just is there to set, which is what it says it's supposed to do, right? So I like that. I like how it just smooths out your skin, makes it look good and flawless. Okay, and then honestly, yes, something I recommend would be the setting spray. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. I need to definitely go out to a party or to a club or something to test this out if this is really like that good, because the only reason I got it is because a lot of people mention how like it doesn't leave your nose, you know how your nose starts getting like a little bit patchy throughout the night, like when you go out for a long period of time, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I doubt it's just me. Okay, so like you get like little like your foundation starts separating after like hours of like wearing it, having your mask on and stuff like that. And people say like this really helps for it to not do that. So definitely have to try that. Definitely have to see if it really does that miracle for me because that's always something that happens. Like my nose, like you can see like just like patches of foundation, like, and then like my skin, like, and then other parts of my skin that doesn't have foundation, so it looks like freaking weird. But yeah, so anyways guys, that's it. Sorry for like rambling so much, but that is it, and those are all my opinions and all the things I got from Charlotte Tilbury. If you like this kind of video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.